This is Johnny S with another R6 vlog. Beautiful day in Greece today. Oh, my nutsack. Today you will see me totally opposite to what I was like yesterday. No jacket, no gloves, no boots. Next stage, no pants, no socks. Fucking buck naked on the bike. Yeah, I wanted to be a little bit more relaxed today. I could not take it. Sometimes it gets really uncomfortable on this seat, to the point where it seems as if it's gonna break my balls. We're gonna take the usual route today. And we're obviously gonna comment about the silliness on the road. And it's like, hey man, aren't you bored yet? Fucking no. What do you mean bored? The stupidity. The stupidity's got no limit. Limitless. Including me making fun of these morons. Anyway, I think before I start going on the bike, I'll have to start doing my fucking cross and prayer. Make a prayer for the bike only. It's like, dear God, let me get where I want with all my limbs. Please protect me from moronic drivers. I mean, something like that. You are literally, as we say, on the mercy of God. So today's topic is going to be again about some of my past life experiences. Okay, whatever. Reincarnation. In my previous life, I was a wombat. Do any of you know what a wombat is? No? Look it up. It's an Australian thing. Yeah, no past life experiences. Past experiences, just past experiences. So I'm gonna talk about another one of these jobs that I had. I don't know what you would call it. It was not one job, it was like a few jobs together. And in contrast to the previous ones that I did, these jobs were actually fun. I did have fun, they were hilarious. Let's speed it up a little bit. Yesterday I cleaned my bike. I don't know if it can be seen. It's shiny, baby, it's shiny. And I might make a habit of this. I mean, okay, obviously, you know, when you take it to the wash place, it's a little bit, you know, better. I mean, with the pressure washer and everything. Because, you know, you're using water, you're getting all the gunk out and so forth. But you know, sometimes you're too busy, sometimes what's this, water again? No, it's no water. He's just got that thing at the bottom. Lol. The mud guard looked like he was going through water. It simulated the water reflection. Lol. I'm a little bit tired today in comparison to other days. so you will hear me less energetic, let's say. But you know, I'll try to do my best to keep you entertained. So, I'm losing my track of thought. What the fuck was I saying? Anyway, today's topic is going to be one of these past job thingies. There was a period in my life where, like I said, I was doing school and looking for part-time jobs and stuff. But there was a period where, between me finding one of these part-time jobs, where my cousins used to help me. So basically I had a cousin in Australia called Perry, and we actually looked alike a lot, which was fucking hilarious, because my mom and my auntie used to tease us both, and they were, you know, they were showing me pictures of him, and they will ask me, who is this? And I will say, me. And they will say, nah, it's not you. Alright, fucking awesome job. Yeah, fucking idiot. Good job, wanker. It's like, I don't give a fuck about anybody. So, my cousin had a sister. Her name was Gail, and she had a boyfriend by the name of Steve. Hilarious people. I loved them. And basically Steve's parents used to have like, not a factory, like a company. Like a company which were selling furnitures, and that was their family business. They had a lot of storerooms where they kept import wood and everything. It was like what we have in Greece, IKEA, where you know, you buy the furniture in pieces and you put them together. But they also had a shop with a furniture display, let's say. Yeah, so this video I'm gonna call it my furniture job. It's not exactly my furniture job, but you get it. So yeah, they had their, what would you call it? They had that shop, and since I was looking for a job, they were telling me, you know, if you want, we'll give you some spare cash and everything. The bad thing about that job is that the pay was really, really low. It was like sorry, it was like, you know, my cousins were saying, it was like basically they were doing me a favor until I find a proper job. So it was no permanent thing, you know what I mean. It was just like them saying, you know, here's a bit of some little money while you work for us. But the good thing about that job is because it was family, and because I did have a good, let's say, relation with my cousins, there was no taking advantage of, you know, there was no taking advantage. Okay, I mean, the money was, you know, low, but I was expected that, you know what I mean. And they were not, you know, sort of like abusive like the other jobs and everything. It was just like a normal fucking job, you know what I mean. So what did I do? I used to go in the morning on the factory, on some of the storerooms that I had, and I used to help them out, put some furnitures together. Some put the orders on the side, you know what I mean. Some of these orders, there were people that were going to pick up the actual wood, you know, the whole package thing, and they will, you know, put it together themselves. And some other you know, orders were like full-on furniture. Some were for the shop, some were for this. So we used to go there, used to smoke. I used to hang around with Steve. We used to do funny fucking jokes. He was a hilarious guy. Had a weird style to him. It's like, hey, John, blah, blah. Anyway, he had a weird Australian sort of accent thingy. That was hilarious. And Sometimes they took me to the store where they sold the furniture. So I was like a salesperson. Sometimes I was at the shop, sometimes I was in the storeroom, and it was hilarious. It was more relaxed, and because it was like my cousins, you know, they weren't like telling me, "I'll do this, do that." It was hilarious. And you know, the funny thing is, like I said, I had no, like my license in Australia was just normal, you know, normal passenger car. I didn't have like a professional license and everything, and you know, a big part of that job, not every day but some days, is I used to go and do furniture movers. So I used to get the truck. They used to tell me, today you're going to be with... There was another guy that used to do that job, but I can't remember his name for the life of me. He was an old fella, not related to my cousins. He was just like a guy that had employed for many years. He used to help them, and he was in charge of, like, you know, doing the deliveries. So he had a huge truck. I'm talking about a truck like you use for, you know, when you do movable, when you change houses. One of those trucks where it's full of furniture on the back and everything. Anyway, and the hilarious thing about that guy is, like, his character was, he was just fucking like, I don't want to say stupid, but he was just fucking like a unique piece, a unique sample of a human being. He was just on, like what we say in Greece, on his nuts. He didn't give a fuck about anything. He didn't give a fuck about anything. Like, hey John, every time he used to go to the company, good morning. Oh, morning. Like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? It was fucking hilarious for me to see this guy. And the theory was that I was going to help that guy when it came down to the, you know, doing the deliveries and shit. But that guy was like so much on his nuts that he sometimes took the wrong route to the people's houses. He used to get lost. He had many car accidents where he used to call, well, you know, my cousin's like, oh, sorry guys, I've been in an accident again. And like at some point my cousins told me, I mean, can you fucking take care of this, because this guy's a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Then they knew it. I got them alright, but I got no license. It was a huge fucking truck. I'm talking about, you know, not the small one, the big, let's say, movable trucks. So I took the truck. I actually learned how, like, not this one, like this one here, this truck, but let's say twice as long. Twice as long and more wide, you know what I mean? It was not like a fucking, you know, big professional truck. It was like that one, but a little bit bigger. And I used to drive the truck around. I learned it quite easy, you know what I mean? And the hilarious thing about this is that at the beginning this guy was, like, in a sense, he was like bossing me around. You know what I mean? He was an older guy there. He used to, like, John, you gotta go this, and you gotta do this, and you gotta do that. And even the way that he used to talk is like, hey John. I remember that shit, man. I could not fucking take him for serious. It's like I was laughing on his fucking face. No, not laughing, but, you know. And at some point when my cousins told me, you know, try to take care of this guy because he's a fucking idiot, my cousin's boyfriend, like, he saw him somewhere that he was doing that bossy thing, and he turns around to him, he goes, I can't remember his fucking name, dude. Like, I really want to remember his name. He's fucking original piece of a character. And he turns around and he goes to him, hey, so and so his name, hey, John is your boss, you know that? He goes, what? This is not my boss. I've been here for so many years. I'm the boss of myself. He goes, no. He goes, he's your fucking boss, mate. You gotta fucking listen to that. That was like Steve's style of speaking. No, mate. John's your fucking boss, mate. You gotta fucking listen to him, yeah? It's fucking hilarious. And since then, which I did nothing basically, I wasn't gonna boss him around, you know what I mean? But it was just like after that, whenever we were together on the thing, he had a look on him as if like he was scared of me. It's like, he's gonna tell me what to do. Fucking hilarious, man. Anyway, that job was fucking hilarious. I was driving the car. It was supposed to... We were taking things from here and there. I used to fucking scream at him at some point because he was being fucking stupid. Like, we were moving the furniture, and like many houses didn't have elevators and stuff, so we used to go by stairs. And we climbed up the stairs, and I was being careful with the furniture, you know what I mean? Both the furniture so we don't destroy it, and the house, you know what I mean? You don't want to cause any damage to the house of the customer, you know what I mean? Otherwise, it's bad. You're gonna have a problem. So I was telling him, I was giving him commands, and because he was like the weaker guy, he was older, he used to put me like on the bottom of the stairs, taking the bigger load, let's say, and you know, and still he used to do silly shit, you know what I mean? At some point we were going around a ladder, and my head was on the side of this what do you call it, of this couch, and the guy was like trying to turn, but my head was there, and it was like he's pushing it, and my head was smacking on the head. I go to him like, hey, it's my head, don't push it anymore. He couldn't hear me, and he's pushing it. I'm fucking laughing now, but I want to fucking kill him. I let the fucking thing go down. I go to him, what the fuck do you not understand? My head is there, you know what I mean? Wake the fuck up. He goes, I'm sorry, John, I'm sorry. Fucking idiot, man. Hilarious fucking guy. Anyway, it was a good life experience. I'm just mentioning this. There's no specific life lesson on this, let's say. It was fucking hilarious. And at some point, that job basically they didn't have a need for me anymore. So, and I got a little bit tired of that guy as well. But at least I was my boss. I mean, I used to go in the truck, and you know, I used to tell him what to do. I used to go to him, we're gonna go from that place and on. Jump down, go get me a go get me a pie, get me a coffee and a water. I used to send him on errands, you know what I mean, because he was just a hilarious fucking silly character. Anyway, and I was like the boss of the truck, so I used to put my foot on top of the truck, drive around, fucking hilarious shit. And after a while, since I stopped on that, my other cousin, basically Perry, which, you know, his sister, my cousin's sister, was with that guy, you know, Steve, his parents, other thing. He used to rent a small apartment in that storehouse. He had many storehouses, and he used to run his computer business, basically a computer salesman. And at some point, I was helping him. He was giving me like a little bit of money, what we call in Greece bourboire. It was like tips. And I used to have a Nissan 200 NX back then, a 2-liter little car. It's a sport car, and I used to take the computer things around, pick them up from the storeroom, and we used to do like computer assembly and shit. That was one fucking hilarious process. Like my car was lowered, full sport, loaded with computer stuff, doing delivery, scratching the below of my car. I did not give a fuck, like hilarious. And on that job, the thing that I remember which is stuck in my mind is that I used to, before I used to do the orders, and back then there was no GPS and shit, it was like he was sending me like in Sydney, in the center of Sydney, it was fucking hectic roads and shit. I used to get the driver book, you know what I mean, the guide, open next to me. I used to go through the pages, which was fucking difficult, you know what I mean. Now you put your GPS and it's like relaxed. Okay, put that. And I always used to drive through KFC in Australia, and they used to have this big, huge popcorn chickens. So there were these popcorn chickens, and there were these popcorn chickens, and I used to put them in the middle of the thing and eat. That was a fucking hilarious process. Anyway, at some point, you know, I found the job and I left that place. No hard feelings, but it was hilarious. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little story, and we'll reach out my work. I will bid you goodbye. Have an awesome, great, and wonderful day.